Hello everybody, this is Kyrix, and I bet it's not that hard to figure out what this video is about. Even if you didn't read the title, the pictures you're seeing on screen will probably spell it out to you. That's right, I'm gonna be doing Dragon Age soon. I'm actually, while I'm healing from my injuries, my shoulder, my neck, etc., I decided I haven't been able to focus much. I haven't been in the mood to play Republic at War. I've been doing sparing stuff on Pokemon, so I'm sitting here thinking I need a video game to play to pass the time. And I was originally going to do Dragon Age 2 as a blind run, but I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to play this game for fun right now. I've been playing it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't know where all the hate for this game comes from, but I'm enjoying it immensely. And I also own Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, the point of this video is not just to announce that, hey, I'm doing these 3 Dragon Age games, but because I need some input. I actually need some viewer input, because there's a lot of ways you can go with Dragon Age. I don't know anything about Inquisition. At this point, I haven't even taken out of the box yet, really. So I don't know what character creation looks like in Inquisition. I know it varies wildly between Origins and 2. I mean, that in Origins you have so many more options than in 2. You've got 6 options for 2, and half of those are which gender you want. But what I'm looking for from you is, for Dragon Age Origins, I want to know what origin, what race am I, what class am I, and what origin I'm choosing. Like, during my original playthrough, I played a male dwarf noble fighter. It's kind of funny that I tend so strongly towards fighters in Dragon Age, because I do not play fighters in anything. But in this game I do, which is really kind of weird. But, if you're asking, right now I'm leaning towards doing a male Dalish elf fighter for Dragon Age Origins. I have my reasons. They have something to do with Dragon Age 2. Basically, there's a character who played a very minor role in the first game who will show up as a party member in the second. And I just want that little bit of continuity, but I will say, in Origins, I will only play males. There's a reason for that. Basically, that's going to be my Kyrix character. For Dragon Age 2, any of the 6 are available. I'm actually, just because I played a second game very shortly to test out the other classes, I'm actually kind of leaning towards female rogue for Dragon Age 2. But again, whatever the consensus is what I'm going to go with. For Dragon Age Inquisition, I have no idea what the character creation is. I don't know if there is one. For all I know, I'm stuck as one of the characters from the first 2 games. Maybe I make my own character. If it's one of the characters from the first 2 games, obviously I'm importing. But by the way, no spoilers for me, please. Like, if it's, for example, like someone important, like, oh, you should play as Loghain. It's not going to be Loghain. He's not going to live through my games. Hint, hint. But you know what I mean. If it's a character, or try not to spoil it. Don't tell me why. Don't say, oh, you should totally play this, because this will get you this really great armor later on. No, I don't. I want to see what you want me to be. And it's not so much that, don't get me wrong, I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing it for me, so that I don't have to decide this shit. But, yeah, what I'm looking for is just 3 parts, mainly, if you want to help me with a comment, like, Dragon Age Origins, play this race, this class, this origin. Dragon Age 2, this gender, this class, Dragon Age Inquisition, however its character creation works. Like I said, I haven't installed it, I haven't played it, I haven't even taken it out of the box. For all I know, that disc is scratched all to hell. I don't think it is, because where did I get that from? I want to say I got it from GameStop, but I might have gotten it online. You know what, I'm going to look, just to make sure the disc is intact. I don't doubt that it is, but give me an excuse to look at it. 1 second. It'll also give me an excuse to find the damn thing. Where did it go? Let's see. Oh, there it is. Inquisition. It's like 2nd from the top. Nice. Oh, that looks pristine. It'll be fine. But yeah, You have a good long while to do this, by the way, this voting, for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm still playing through Dragon Age 2. And number two, there is a lot of DLC that I want to have access to. And unless I get a job real soon, I'm only going to be able to do bits and pieces. Like, I might not get all the, oh, here's the warrior class kits, parts 1 and 2 for Dragon Age 2. Probably not going to fuck with those. I might do it just for me. But I do want all the missions. Like, I remember when I first played through Dragon Age Origins, they were like, I couldn't turn around and like, hey, here are some nice missions. Oh, you gotta pay money for these. And last time I checked, which admittedly was like 2 years ago, it was basically something like $50 to $70 to get them all. So, I mean, once I get a job, that's money I can drop easily. For Dragon Age 2, there's like 3 major story DLC things, and I want to get them all. And they're not that expensive. They're like $20, $30 together, but I don't really have it right now. And no doubt there's stuff for Inquisition. Plus there's, I think Dragon Age Origins has a DLC / spin-off called Awakening that I also want to get a hold of that I don't currently possess. I don't know if it's something I can buy as a DLC or if I need the specific disc, but I want to get that as well. And lastly, while I've been recording Final Fantasy VII, while I've been recording that, I've noticed that my audio, as videos go on, it usually doesn't start this way, but the longer the video goes on, my audio tends to sound like it's underwater, which may or may not be a deal breaker, but it annoys me, and it's something I'm trying to look into fixing. If my audio is doing that here, please let me know. I would say give me suggestions, but I am kind of technologically illiterate, so anything you tell me may as well be written in Russian for as well as I'm going to understand it. But, yeah, if this project is something that excites you at all, or even if it doesn't, but you're familiar with the series and just want to help a guy out, let me know. At the moment, I'm not currently leaning towards any of the mage classes or mage characters, but I am... Like I said, I'm leaning towards a Daily Shelf warrior in the first one and a female rogue in the second. I have no idea about the third. But just because I'm leaning towards that doesn't mean that's what I'm going to pick, unless the consensus is that. Basically, that's what I'm saying is, if there are no votes, that's what I'm probably going to do. So if you're okay with those two, then just vote on Dragon Age Inquisition. Say, hey, I'm cool with your 1 and 2 picks. Go with this, and I'll just count those as a vote for that. Again, keep in mind that I'm going into Inquisition completely blind at the moment. That could change. By the time I actually start recording these, I could play through Inquisition. It all depends on how much fun I have with 2. So, be aware that none of these are likely to be a blind run, because it occurs to me that something like this... There's shit that I can lock myself out of if I don't follow, like, guides and stuff. So I really don't want to do an RPG of this caliber blind. It's one thing to do Final Fantasy. It's very hard to fuck yourself over in a Final Fantasy game. I mean, you can lock yourself out of optional stuff. I can lock myself out of important stuff. Like, here's an example. Just when I played Dragon Age Origins, when I did it, not as a Let's Play, but just me sitting down playing, I lost a party member forever because I didn't bring them with me enough and make them my friend. So they betrayed me and I had to murder them. And by the time I got around to trying Sten's quest to get his sword, it was locked out and I could never get it. That's 2 things right there I fucked myself out of. There's a character in Dragon Age 2 that I do not have because when I went into the second act of the game, I didn't bring a specific character with me and that person died forever. So that's the kind of shit that could happen, is I can permanently lose characters if I don't take certain steps. That's why I'm not doing any of the Dragon Ages blind. So I will not be doing Inquisition blind, but at this point I have not touched it. So, yeah. So don't, I ask that you don't spoil me just because I haven't played it yet, but obviously once the videos go up, feel free to post whatever you want, you know. But please do make your suggestions for my character creation, because Oh, by the way, I am accepting names for everyone that's not in Origins. Origins, like I said, whoever I'm picking is Kyrix. I'm just going with my usual name, starting with that. If you have like a particular name you really like that's not really stupid or internety, like I'll use two of my internet friends. Like I'm not going to go with Henri Kurakazi or Eisen Debroniak, things that are obviously screen names. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions. Like, oh, I'd love it if you played a female wizard in Dragon Age 2 named Claire, Or, hey, you should play a male rogue named Bobby. Those are the first two names that came to my mind. But, and in the case of names, I might mix and match shit. Like, if female, well, let me put it this way. The consensus of the class will be a vote. Like, oh, I got 6 votes for female rogue and 12 votes for male wizard, so I'm going to go with male wizard. But if a name that was suggested for the male wizard or male period that just pops out at me, I'm going to snag that, So I think I've discussed all I can discuss. Please assist me, because the more choices I have, the more I tend to lock up and the longer it takes for me to actually start this. So thank you for your assistance. Bye-bye, everybody.